Yeah, I've been really happy. I think we've been pretty balanced. Okay. Yeah, Joel went off a little bit in the fourth quarter there, and Malia's had some big games as well. But I think you're getting 6, 8 points. Sarah off the bench has been huge for us. So that's kind of going to be the makeup of our scoring, I believe. On any given night, anybody can go off. But I've been actually really happy with our balance. Obviously Malia and Jewel are definitely two really good players, and we're going to get the ball to them a lot. But for the most part, I've been pretty happy with the balance.
Let me interject since she sits there. Sarah's going to be the Horizon Freshman Week again this week. It comes out at 2 o'clock. If there's anything on that, you want to.
What has impressed you most about the team in the first 3 games?
I think their ability to take coaching really well, whether that's in practice, whether that's at halftime, some of the adjustments that we've been able to make, some of the execution that we've been able to do. I go back to the St. Bonaventure game. We put in some brand new plays specifically for how they were guarding us and for our young team to be able to execute that as well as they did. I was really impressed with that. I think they responded really well in the Clarion game. We obviously didn't start the game how we wanted to, but they took the coaching, and then we really, was able to pull ahead in that fourth quarter.
I know we kind of talked about this on Friday, but just talk about that early start for you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Like I said, we practice every morning here in Beagley, and so I think our student athletes are really accustomed to the early start. Really excited to have as many students as we're going to have in this building. I think it's going to be rocking, and I think it'll be a great atmosphere for our team. We talk a lot about being role models, and so what a great opportunity for our young ladies to be role models to this community tomorrow.
You touched on, even if the 3 pointers don't fall, and you want them to keep taking them, especially if the looks are there. I mean, like when you guys are shooting 27.6% right now, is that a concerning number, or are you not worried?
I'm not worried. I look at, are they good threes? I didn't like some of the threes we took early in the Clarion game, and then I think it affected us a little bit. We were hesitant on how we were shooting later in the game, and so we watched a lot of film on that. Early on in the game, I really wanted us to attack the basket, and then you saw we did a lot more of that in the second half. So I'm not concerned about our shooting percentage. I think we're a great shooting team. I think we can score in multiple ways, though. I think we can establish a little bit more of a post game and obviously get to the free throw line.
What do you know about Mercyhurst?
They played a really tough schedule. They're 1-3, but they've played Notre Dame, they played DePaul, they played Xavier, and they played those teams well at times. So they're going to come in and they have something to prove. Obviously, they're making the transition to Division I. They have some really good players that we got to key on. Bailey Coons for them is going to be a tough matchup for our post players. I'm really excited to see how we handle her. She's very versatile in the post, very athletic. They're a really good, solid team, and so we got to come ready to go. And I think hopefully we learned a lot from Friday night and how we need to start the game.
What we've gotten from Sarah over the first 2 games, already being twice named right in the freshman of the week. I mean, was this kind of what you envisioned for her back in preseason, that she was capable of this kind of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Sarah, there's not many freshmen out there that can come in right away into a college program and be as consistent as she is on both sides of it, both offensively and defensively. And we ask a lot of our players, especially defensively, with the different coverages that we have, the communication that they have to apply. And she's really done a good job of that. So she has absolutely been ready for this, ready for the moment. And I think she's going to continue to progress, and you're going to see her continue to get better and better as the season goes along. But she's a huge spark for us off the bench, and she's one of our better defenders, and I want her out there in crucial situations.
Now, how do you feel like, obviously Faith is kind of the oldest of the post players, how do you feel like Sarah has kind of, taken some, characteristics from her, kind of learned from Faith and, the experience that she has?
Yeah, Faith is an unbelievable leader. Dating back to June, when we all first got here and we had such a young freshman post players in Sarah and Sophia, Faith really took both of them under her wing, and she's been a really good leader for that group. But also, this is really new for Faith as well. Faith was at Cleveland State, and they played 40 minutes of zone. every game, every season. So now she's in a man-to-man system, and so at times, she's a freshman out there, but she has really adapted to everything that we've thrown at her, all the different concepts, and she's continuing to learn and progress. And I've been really happy with her progression.
After tomorrow, you guys go on the road with such a young team.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you kind of handle that? Because, these aren't going to a high school.
Yeah.
It's not a high school road trip, this is a college road.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it was important. One of our close scrimmages was on the road. We went at Bowling Green. We stayed the night at Bowling Green. So we went through all of our travel and what we do and how we like to operate on the road. So we have had some experience in that. Obviously now it's a game situation, and I was really happy how we traveled, how we handled that. But now it'll be under the lights and the bright lights of a game. So, I'm excited to travel with this team. I think that's where a lot of team bonding happens on the road. And so we're looking forward to Bucknell and then a long trip to Xavier in Puerto Rico.